For the past, how many months has it been at this point? 6 months I've been making these goofy Roblox videos for you guys to enjoy, and it's greatly paid off apparently. And then suddenly on July 7th of 2024, I took a 3-month break. That's because of this little link down here, and I'm about to explain what I've been doing for. This is Unchanted. Right, for the past 3 months, I've been working on the pilot episode for a show that I just kind of came up with.
Just another average day in Avon. Kids are playing, parents are working, everything was intact until Tesla, the daughter of the VX and Soul, erases her parents, and them trashing through the fabrics of this world, planning to take it over as well. It'll take a bunch of kids to save the day, but it's resistant to futile.
This will be posted on YouTube as an episodic series I'm doing animating it. Let's just say a lot about this description has changed over time. Originally, this account was just going to be for voice acting, but I kind of started doodling. Then I got the idea, hey, I can make an animated series out of this. So I just came over here like good animation software that don't cost money and is good. So what is Unchanted? What would make you want to watch these various shapes and blocks take down an evil queen? Well, I'm about to show you who makes Unchanted. Meet Supreme. He's a pretty overconfident jerk, the popular kid at school, the jock, but he's still got a heart deep down, and he deeply cares for his friends. He is 15. He may or may not have a crush on Melody. Who is Melody? I'm about to show you in a second. Supreme was inspired by Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus because Jax is an asshole, Supreme is an asshole, he's just not as big of an asshole as, well, Jax is. And Supreme was actually the first character I drew in the entire series. I animated him like months before I even had the thought about making the show. It's just this random character sitting on my computer that doesn't look like anybody, so I could definitely do something with this, especially since it's already kinda done. Now this is a very early design and a lot of things have been changed since then, but Supreme is the first character that I have created. Look at the little S down here on the shirt. Now you might be wondering what this thing is. It's not what you think it is. And now you're about to hear his voice actor's audition.
Ha! I've beaten everyone else in this tournament. What makes you think you have a chance? Look, if you really need it that bad, I could pull some strings and get you an invite. Tell anyone, and you'll wake up with your tongue missing. I'm much too important to the team to get injured. If I'm going down that mountain, you guys better follow behind.
Supreme's voice actor is zealotcat, and I think he perfectly matches exactly what I was looking for. He makes videos on YouTube, and you can also catch him on his streams. Remember, it's 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., folks. Going further down, and we are on to Beckett Berg's Well. Well, he is voiced by the lovely Parker Phillips herself. The 10-year-old lovable burger boy, all he cares about is the safety and well-being of his friends. He's very timid and shy, though usually stuttering when faced with an intense situation. He isn't aware of his true potential or power. Beckett was the second character I had ended up drawing once I finally got this idea for the series. And right after finishing drawing Beckett for the first time, I immediately sat back and thought, this is Timmy Turner reincarnated. It even says it down here, that's exactly what I wanted the voice to be. You've definitely seen this character before if you're over the age of 10. What the hell is this all about? Big fan of Supreme in the beginning, but Supreme isn't really a big fan of him. I mean, this man will literally kick a dodgeball into his knee later on. He's just the right amount of adorable that we needed for the series.
Hey, Supreme. Do you think I could join your team? What's that awful noise? Oh, I was just coloring by the river, that's all.
Not only is Parker incredibly talented, but when I heard her audition for the first time, I'm gonna show you who I immediately thought of.
Can't just sit here and do nothing! I'm going down there!
Huh?
Got it? I'm done waiting!
Am I tripping, or do these two sound exactly the same? It was real funny. Go check this girl out. Now we're on to Melody Zoid. She's one of the Zoids, as you can see down here. a sarcastic 16-year-old girl. She's often quite quiet and mysterious, not too entertained by the clowns she's surrounded by daily, aka Supreme. She specifically has beef with Supreme. She's very sophisticated though, and proves to be a formidable member as she leads the team through conflicts that she develops. Female teen, animation character, moody teen. Yep. A mood, chill, but also a badass at the same time.
I hate kids. Trust me, Supreme. Every time I see your face, I wanna retch and roll around in it. Wait a second. You're gonna get us killed if you just run out there. We need a plan of action.
Melody is voiced by PB the 13th. She can draw and she can voice act. Go check her out. Here's Zed Zoid. His voice actor has actually been updated. I don't know why it doesn't say that on CC, but his original voice actor had went out, so there's a new voice actor now. Get into that later. Zed's a young, usually chill 12-year-old boy. He's Melody's younger brother, and he's best friends with Beckett, and is very mature for his age, making him very likable amongst the group. But his urge to help out at nearly every moment is him helping out his mental. Once again, a lot of this has been changed. Zed is one of those characters that wasn't specifically inspired by anybody. He's just another character I felt needed a unique design so they stand out. But yeah, Zed is a completely original idea. Sorry about that. Here it is, I'm gonna let you guys listen real quick.
Don't worry, guys. Me and my friends are gonna take out these dummies. Beckett, there are a lot of bullies at this school. Maybe I should look out for you. Man, I really thought that might have worked. There they are.
This man got his audition out and the script for episode 1 out in the same day. Props to you, man. Props to you. Zed Zoid, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Venice. I'm not going to talk too much about him today because he doesn't actually show up in the pilot episode. He shows up later on. 22-year-old Venice Parker would come across the children after the events of episode 2. He plays quite a prominent role in the story as he provides support and has an interesting past. He isn't like well, you know, he just knows a lot about the current situation that's going to happen. As you can see, zealotcat is back at it again, voicing 2 of the characters, one being a 42-year-old guy and one being a 15-year-old kid.
Oh god, are you kids okay? Then that means Melody's my assistant for the day. Something's coming, and it won't be good.
Now we're on to TeeVito. Probably going to show a bit of bias here because TeeVito is like my favorite character that I actually drew. TeeVito is also pronounced as a guy, even though he doesn't really have a gender because he's a TV. It's a raccoon and a TV. An AI raccoon and a TV. So why don't I just make an actual fucking TV? You see these guys' little icons down here and his giant eyes.
I could have sworn that said right. Silly me. It's really left. I could have sworn that said right. Silly me. It's really left. I could have sworn that said right. Silly me. It's really left. Watch out. Once you reach the castle, you're going to be surrounded by tons of Tesla's goons. Watch out! Once you reach the castle, you're going to be surrounded by tons of Tesla's goons. Watch out! Once you reach the castle, you're going to be surrounded by tons of Tesla's goons. If you fall down this pit here, you could probably expect various broken bones and possible death. If you fall down this pit here, you could probably expect various broken bones and possible death. If you fall down this pit here, you could probably expect various broken bones and possible death.
Shout out to lyiico, by the way, because he was the first one to send in a submission on the show. Here's their CC, and they get the 2 links right here. The Sunstone brothers. Second audition I was able to get in when I first started. Their sketch design isn't really too different from what they look like nowadays. It's changed quite a bit because I've just gotten better at animating in that time. Now look at how huge these guys are. I gotta be like damn near 7 foot. SB2 over here has had spikes morphed into his body. It has this little spiky device down here that he uses to shatter people's skulls. These are 2 guys you definitely don't want to see in an alleyway later. Like, this man really did 3 takes for this too. The first in an American accent, the second in an English accent, and the third in a London Cockney accent. Got all his socials down here for you to see so you can go follow him.
You little boy. I can't wait to rip this one apart. Your parents should see your dismembered corpses.
Here's an additional cast member, Sky. Her design has also changed since then. She's one of the more recent characters because I had the idea for an additional cast because I felt like I didn't put too many girls in the first episode. Sky's one of those adorable over-the-top characters. She's also an alien. That's right, she's Tesla's little sister. This is kind of what her design looks like now. She has this mark on her face because she's an alien, and I want to make that obvious. Nobody else would think anything of this, but we know the truth. We know what's going on here. Hey, look, it's Dr. Venice over there.
I've been here far longer than anybody else. Would you like to know more? I know so many things about you, Beckett. I could list them all off to you now to a level that would make you feel uncomfortable. This ice cream is really sweet. Kind of reminds me of the redacted flavors.
Here's Solana's Discord username so you can add her. And the final character is Tesla.
I don't care how long it takes, I want those pests gone, so you best make haste. You're the ones this end. I could crush you with my bare hands. You disrespect me by even attempting to challenge my wishes.
Here's Kasumi's account, and she has a voiceover dimmer down here. Shout out to Gibby, he's the producer of the series. Could not forget about Sticky Bomb 2010, who is half the reason a lot of this show was even happening.